Military children, they're special and they require a different amount of attention. They move around a lot. They are afforded the ability to see a lot of things that some kids may not have seen, traveling, doing things that we may have not done until we were older. So I appreciate the military and allowing Ashton to have this experience with me and to go and be on this journey along with me throughout my career.
It's to help raise awareness for the sacrifices that our kids go through as being a military child, constantly moving every couple of years, having their friends kind of be taken away from them. They also have the struggles that any kind of military professional would have. My family, I've got my beautiful wife, Christina. We've been together now a little over 11 years. And I've got our oldest son, Aiden. He just turned 3 back in February. And then we have our twin boys, Miles and Weston. They are now 10 weeks old.
I've been a lot of places in the Navy, but definitely once I became a mother, I still had certain obligations that I had to fulfill. One of the challenging tours was an unaccompanied tour that I did without my son to Bahrain. I had a great support system, so I was able to still manage through that year. After a year, I then requested for Ashton to come out. The command granted the approval, and Ashton joined me in Bahrain for 2 years. We enjoyed our time there. We took advantage of MWR and all of the activities and trips that they offer.
The pros are that they'll get to experience a lot more. Initially, we're from upstate New York, so it's kind of solitary up there. Between the 6 months of snow and 4 months of rain, you get a couple of nice months of the year. But being military kids, being able to explore, like I never would have lived in Florida. I never would have found a love for oysters. So allowing them to experience differences in our own culture, I think is great. Really kind of open up their eyes so they don't see just the same place for the next 18 years. But at the same time, like I've talked about a couple of times, taking them away from those social connections, their friends, the things that they know and love in the area that they are. But I know once our sons get older, that's going to be tough on them. But I think to combat that is, do research on where we're going and find things to make them excited about for when we get there. There's going to be struggles getting into a new school system, starting new grades, making new friends, being the military kid, being a new kid every couple of years, tough on them. But trying to ease that transition, giving them things to look forward to, adventures to go on, I think is going to be very helpful for them. And just being there for them. When they have a challenge that comes up or an obstacle that they just can't get over, if they're being picked on at school because they are the new kid, just kind of being there for them and being whatever support they need at that time. Bringing them awareness as well, I think, is very helpful because they do struggle. They do have their own adversities they have to face as a military kid. Knowing that there's support out there for them, I think is beneficial to them.
Some people don't like change, so sometimes you're moving around a lot, and you have to meet new friends, you have to meet new schedules, and be able to fit in. And so that's one of the things that we've been dealing with. But the military and the services that they provide have made it easy to slide into some of these new commands with the same tools that we had at the last command, especially if you have a kid that has a IEP, individual education plan. They travel with you. You have counselors at the command that are able to help you with your transition and to get you into the programs that you need for your child.
Happy that my mom